Spain vs Argentina 1-1 2026 FIFA World Cup Final. Match analysis and prediction today. We are diving into one of the biggest football matches imaginable. The 2026 FIFA World Cup Final between Spain and Argentina. Imagine the tension, the atmosphere, and the incredible quality on display as two football giants battle for the most prestigious trophy in world football. In this prediction, we're analyzing how this spectacular final could end in a dramatic 1-1 draw after regular time, with both nations proving why they deserve to reach the biggest stage. Let's break down every tactical battle, every key player, and every decisive moment that could shape this unforgettable World Cup final. From the opening whistle, Spain would likely dominate possession with their trademark passing game. Their midfield would look to control the tempo, patiently moving the ball from side to side while searching for openings. Quick combinations, intelligent movement, and technical superiority would be Spain's biggest strengths. Argentina, meanwhile, would not panic without the ball. Their strategy would focus on defensive organization, compact lines, and dangerous counterattacks. Every time Spain committed numbers forward, Argentina would look to strike with pace and precision. The first 15 minutes could belong to Spain. Their midfield trio would dictate possession, while their fullbacks constantly overlapped to stretch Argentina's defense. However, Argentina's defenders would remain disciplined, blocking crosses and forcing Spain into difficult shooting positions. As the match settles, Argentina would begin to grow into the game. Their midfield would become more aggressive in winning second balls, allowing quick transitions toward the attacking line. Every counterattack would carry genuine danger. One fascinating tactical battle would occur in midfield. Spain's technical superiority would clash against Argentina's physical intensity and determination. Every tackle, interception, and duel would become increasingly important as neither side gives away easy opportunities. The opening goal could finally arrive midway through the first half. Spain would patiently construct an attack involving nearly every outfield player. After several clever passes around Argentina's penalty area, one perfectly timed through ball could split the defense. A calm finish into the bottom corner would give Spain a deserved 1-0 advantage. The stadium would erupt as Spanish supporters celebrate what appears to be a dream start in the World Cup final. But Argentina have built their football identity around resilience. Rather than collapsing, they would respond immediately by increasing the intensity of their pressing. Winning possession higher up the field would become their priority, forcing Spain into uncomfortable mistakes. Just before halftime, Argentina's persistence could pay off. A rapid counterattack beginning from midfield would catch Spain slightly out of position. One accurate pass into space would release the striker, whose composed finish would level the score at 1-1. The momentum would completely change. Instead of entering halftime behind, Argentina would walk into the dressing room full of confidence, while Spain would know they had allowed control of the match to slip away. The second half would become far more tactical. Neither manager would want to make costly mistakes. Defensive organization would improve dramatically, leaving fewer spaces for attackers to exploit. Spain would continue controlling possession, perhaps close to 65%, but possession alone would not guarantee chances. Argentina's defensive block would remain compact, forcing Spain into speculative long-range efforts. Argentina, meanwhile, would continue waiting for opportunities on the counterattack. Every interception could immediately become a dangerous transition, with 3 or 4 players racing forward. As fatigue begins to appear after the 70th minute, substitutions would become crucial. Fresh legs on both sides would increase the tempo once again. Wingers would attack tired defenders, while midfielders would attempt to inject creativity into increasingly cautious attacks. Spain could come extremely close to scoring through a spectacular long-distance strike that crashes against the crossbar. Moments later, Argentina could produce an equally dangerous opportunity from a corner kick, only to see a brilliant goal-line clearance deny them. The goalkeepers would become heroes. Spain's goalkeeper would make several outstanding saves to stop Argentina's counterattacks, while Argentina's goalkeeper would demonstrate incredible reflexes to deny Spain during sustained periods of pressure. Every minute would increase the tension. Supporters would barely remain seated as every attack feels capable of deciding the World Cup. The final 10 minutes would become an emotional roller coaster. Spain would throw more players forward, determined to find a late winner before extra time. Argentina would continue defending courageously while threatening with lightning-fast breaks. One dramatic moment could arrive in stoppage time. Spain earns a dangerous free kick just outside the penalty area. The entire stadium falls silent. The shot bends beautifully toward the top corner. But Argentina's goalkeeper produces one of the saves of the tournament, tipping the ball over the crossbar with an incredible fingertip stop. Seconds later, Argentina launch one final counterattack. The striker races toward goal. The defender slides perfectly. The referee blows the final whistle. Spain 1-1 Argentina. Regular time ends with absolutely nothing separating these two footballing superpowers. From a tactical perspective, this would be one of the most fascinating World Cup finals in recent memory. Spain would dominate possession, complete more passes, and spend longer inside Argentina's half. Argentina would create fewer opportunities, but arguably produce the more dangerous chances through rapid transitions. Both approaches would prove equally effective. Spain's patience versus Argentina's directness, possession versus efficiency, control versus explosiveness. The midfield battle would remain the defining story of the final, with every duel influencing momentum throughout the 90 minutes. Defensively, both teams would perform at an elite level. Mistakes would be extremely rare. Every player would understand the importance of maintaining concentration in a World Cup final where one small error could decide everything. Individual performances would also stand out. Spain's creative midfielders would constantly search for spaces between the lines. Argentina's forwards would show remarkable movement whenever counterattacking opportunities appeared. The defenders on both sides would produce countless crucial interceptions, blocks, and clearances. The goalkeepers would undoubtedly rank among the best performers on the pitch. Without their spectacular saves, the scoreline could easily have been much higher. Football fans around the world would remember this final for its tactical intelligence, emotional intensity, and extraordinary quality. Neither team would dominate completely. Instead, the match would showcase two contrasting football philosophies, competing at the absolute highest level. If this prediction became reality, football supporters everywhere would witness one of the most balanced and dramatic World Cup finals ever played. Who would eventually lift the trophy after extra time or penalties? That remains the biggest question, and that's exactly what makes this final so exciting. Do you think Spain's possession game would eventually prevail?